The modern world gave us infinite ways to stay connected. And yet somehow we've never felt more alone. You can message anyone, post anything, scroll forever. But sometimes nothing reaches in. The noise is everywhere. But your heart? It's still waiting for someone to really listen. Maybe that someone is you. Maybe tonight, instead of sending another message out into the world, you just sit and receive yourself. No filters, no explanations, no need to make sense. You don't need to be understood by everyone. You just need to feel at home in your own company. Henry David Thoreau once said, "I never found a companion that was so companionable as solitude." We try to escape it. We fill it with screens, plans, playlists, calls. But what if solitude isn't a void to escape? What if it's a presence? A wise, quiet, invisible friend that doesn't ask you to be better or stronger or more productive. It just asks you to be. It's okay to miss people who don't miss you back. It's okay to outgrow the places you once called home. It's okay to not have the words to explain your ache. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is simply stay. Stay with yourself, without trying to fix, change, or distract. Just stay. The poet Hafiz once wrote, "Don't surrender your loneliness so quickly. Let it cut more deep. Let it ferment and season you, as few human or even divine ingredients can." Loneliness is not the enemy. It's the invitation, the mirror, the hollow space where your voice begins to echo back with truth. Feel that now, the truth in your breath, the rhythm of your pulse, the life that continues, quietly, even in sadness. You've made it through nights like this before. You'll make it through this one too, but this time, you don't have to rush it. Let the ache stretch. Let the silence spread. Let your soul speak. Even if no one is listening, you are. And maybe that's the healing you didn't know you needed. You don't have to glow right now. You don't have to grow. You don't have to become anything. You can just be still. Stillness is a form of wisdom. Stillness is where things return to their natural state. Maybe that's what you're doing tonight, returning. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be real. Even if the world can't hold all of you, you can. Even if no one texts you back, your body still whispers, "I'm here." Even if the world feels fast, you are allowed to move slow. So for now, let the world keep spinning. You can just rest. Lay your head down. Close your eyes slowly. Let this stillness wrap around you like a blanket made of time. You are not forgotten. You are not strange. You are simply human, in a moment of remembering who you are when the world turns quiet. Have you ever felt completely invisible? Not because no one was there, but because no one truly saw you. You're surrounded, and yet you feel like a ghost passing through noise and movement, like your soul is sitting one step behind your body, just watching. It's not emptiness. It's too full to be empty. It's loneliness, in its rawest, deepest form, the kind that doesn't scream, but settles quietly beneath your skin. Sometimes the world feels full, yet hollow. You scroll, you smile, you send emojis, but your heart is quiet, not peaceful, just quiet. Blaise Pascal once said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." And yet, you've done that. You've sat quietly, and it didn't feel like peace. It felt like drowning in silence. But maybe that silence is not a punishment. Maybe it's a door, a slow, creaky door that opens to you. You've spent so long being everything for everyone, so many versions of yourself. The helpful one, the funny one, the strong one, the always fine one. But tonight, what if you don't owe the world anything? Not a smile, not a reply, not even eye contact. What if, just for this hour, you came home to yourself? No mirrors, no filters, no role to perform, just presence. The soul always knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind. Caroline Miss. You don't need to fix this feeling. You don't need to turn it into gratitude or a lesson. You can just feel it and still be whole, still be lovable, still be you. Let the silence tonight feel less like absence and more like invitation. The moon is alone, but it never feels incomplete. It still shines, and we still look up. You might not feel strong right now. That's okay. The ocean doesn't roar all the time. Sometimes it just breathes. So breathe. Let your shoulders fall. Unclench your jaw. Don't hold your breath for anyone anymore. You are not a glitch. You are not weak. You are not too much. You are exactly what a soul looks like when it gets tired and honest and real. Tonight is not about changing. It's about being, not performing, not pretending, just existing. And that is more than enough. Have you ever felt completely invisible? Not because no one was there, but because no one truly saw you. You're surrounded, and yet you feel like a ghost passing through noise and movement, like your soul is sitting one step behind your body, just watching. It's not emptiness. It's too full to be empty. It's loneliness, in its rawest, deepest form, the kind that doesn't scream, but settles quietly beneath your skin. Sometimes the world feels full, yet hollow. You scroll, you smile, you send emojis, but your heart is quiet, not peaceful, just quiet. Blaise Pascal once said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." And yet, you've done that. You've sat quietly, and it didn't feel like peace. It felt like drowning in silence. But maybe that silence is not a punishment. Maybe it's a door, a slow, creaky door that opens to you. You've spent so long being everything for everyone, so many versions of yourself. The helpful one, the funny one, the strong one, the always fine one. But tonight, what if you don't owe the world anything? Not a smile, not a reply, not even eye contact. What if, just for this hour, you came home to yourself? No mirrors, no filters, no role to perform, just presence. The soul always knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind. Caroline Miss. You don't need to fix this feeling. You don't need to turn it into gratitude or a lesson. You can just feel it and still be whole, still be lovable, still be you. Let the silence tonight feel less like absence and more like invitation. The moon is alone, but it never feels incomplete. It still shines, and we still look up. You might not feel strong right now. That's okay. The ocean doesn't roar all the time. Sometimes it just breathes. So breathe. Let your shoulders fall. Unclench your jaw. Don't hold your breath for anyone anymore. You are not a glitch. You are not weak. You are not too much. You are exactly what a soul looks like when it gets tired and honest and real. Tonight is not about changing. It's about being, not performing, not pretending, just existing. And that is more than enough. There are stars in you, not just thoughts, not just emotions, but entire galaxies of memory, wonder, and mystery. You are not just alive. You are aware. And awareness can be a heavy gift because you feel things most people avoid. You notice details they scroll past. You carry the quiet questions that echo long after the room is empty. That's not weakness. That's depth. And sometimes depth feels like loneliness. Carl Jung once said, "Loneliness does not come from being alone, but from being unable to communicate the things that matter most." And you have so many things that matter most, but the words get caught. The world moves too fast, so you keep them inside. Tonight, let them breathe, not in speech, but in presence. Let the thoughts drift like clouds. No need to catch them, no need to explain them, just notice. Some will be heavy, some will be old, some will feel like they belong to someone else. That's okay. You're just passing through your own inner sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Let them pass. There is a wisdom inside you that doesn't speak in language. It speaks in silence. It speaks in the way your chest rises and falls, in the way your eyes feel tired, not just from light, but from life. You've been strong for so long. You've held space for so many. You've smiled when you had every reason to hide. But tonight, you don't have to. There is no one to perform for here, no applause to chase, no image to uphold. You can fall apart without falling behind. You are not too much. You are simply full of dreams that haven't been said out loud, full of questions you've been afraid to ask, full of love you don't know where to place. And that fullness needs space. So give yourself space now. Let the silence hold you like a friend who never interrupts. Let your body rest, not just physically, but emotionally. Loosen the grip you have on needing to be okay. You don't have to be okay. You just have to be honest. And honesty in the quiet is healing. You might cry. You might feel numb. You might feel peace for 5 seconds, then panic again. That's okay. You're not doing it wrong. You're just finally letting go of the need to do it right. There's no gold medal for healing, no ranking, no score. Only you and the mirror inside. Only you and your breath. Only you and a night that finally feels safe enough to fall into. The stars outside don't ask for attention. They shine anyway. Maybe you don't need to be seen right now. You just need to exist, and you're doing that beautifully. The night was made for surrender. Not the kind that means giving up, but the kind that means letting go. There's a difference. Letting go doesn't mean you failed. It means you've been carrying too much for too long, and your soul is tired. So tonight, you're allowed to put things down, even just for a while. Put down the weight of expectations. Put down the constant need to respond. Put down the voice that keeps asking, Am I enough? You are, not because you proved it, but because you exist, and existence alone is a miracle. Even the earth goes still at night. The trees don't bloom at midnight. The wind slows. The sky darkens, not to vanish, but to reset. You, too, were made to reset, to dissolve into quiet, to surrender into softness, to remember what matters. And most of the time, what matters isn't urgent. It's quiet. It's small. It's human. The Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh said, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." So breathe. Breathe as if nothing else matters right now, because it doesn't. Right now, you're the only thing that matters. Your breath, your stillness, your rest. You've been fighting so many invisible battles, and no one noticed, because you're good at hiding the storm. But here, in this space, you don't have to be brave. You don't have to be inspiring. You just have to be messy, quiet, tired, real. There's a beauty in this surrender. It's not defeat. It's devotion. It's trusting that you don't have to hold everything together all the time. It's realizing that even if everything falls apart, you won't. You're stronger than the pieces because you are the one who lived through every break. And still, you're here. You don't need a plan right now. You don't need a new version of yourself. You don't need to glow up by morning. You just need peace. And peace isn't a finish line. It's a permission slip. You have permission to rest, to not know, to not fix, to not be productive. Just be. Even the most powerful rivers eventually reach the ocean and surrender. You can do that too. Let your thoughts slow. Let your breath deepen. Let your eyes close, not from exhaustion, but from trust. The world will still be there tomorrow, but for now, you don't need to carry it. This moment is for you. You've earned it. Without proving, without posting, without pleasing. This silence is your reward, and it will hold you. You are floating now, not above the world, but deeper into yourself, like a diver slipping beneath the surface where the noise fades, and only rhythm remains. The rhythm of breath, the pulse of a quiet heart, the stillness of a soul finally heard. You don't have to feel better by the end of this night. There is no finish line, no certificate, no approval, only stillness, only softness, only you. And the night that has patiently waited to wrap itself around you like a blanket. Maybe loneliness isn't a punishment. Maybe it's a pause, a way for the universe to ask, can you love yourself here? In the in-between, in the quiet, without a story to perform. The writer Maya Angelou once said, "We need joy as we need air. We need love as we need water. We need each other as we need the earth we share. And yet, even when each other feels far away, you still have air, you still have water, you still have you. That's not nothing, that's sacred. Feel your body again, the way your chest gently rises, the soft weight of your arms, the stillness in your legs. This is your home, not the apartment, not the country, not the phone in your hand. This breathing body, this ancient rhythm, this space that carries your soul, your home. Not everyone will understand you. Not everyone is meant to. But that doesn't mean you're broken. It means your truth is sacred. and sacred things are often misunderstood. So don't water yourself down. Don't silence your questions. Don't apologize for your depth. Just be. Maybe the real medicine tonight is not in answers, but in awareness. Awareness of your breath, of your being, of your enoughness. Yes, you are enough, even without a plan, even without a partner, even without a clear future. You are enough. So now, let yourself fall, not down, not apart, but inward, into rest, into softness, into sleep. Let the darkness wrap around you like velvet. Let your thoughts fade like distant music. Let your soul finally sleep. Good night, friend. You were never really alone, and now you remember. You've come far, not just tonight, but in life. Farther than most people know, farther than even you admit to yourself. Because when survival becomes normal, you forget that you've been surviving. But I see it. This tiredness isn't laziness. It's legacy. Legacy of battles fought quietly, of nights endured alone, of feelings buried, not by choice, but by necessity. Sometimes, healing means remembering what you've buried, not to suffer again, but to finally tell it. You can rest now. That version of you that held it all together, he deserves peace. She deserves love. They deserve you, not your judgment, not your pressure, but your presence. You don't have to start over. You're not behind. You're simply in the middle of something real, and the middle is where things grow. Roots don't grow in the spotlight. They grow in the dark. And you're growing in ways you can't even see yet. Let that be enough. Let it be okay to not have a timeline for your healing. Let it be okay to not explain yourself to people who never saw the full picture. Let it be okay to rest. The deepest truths in life aren't loud. They don't need to shout. They whisper. They return. They wait. Like you're doing now. Still, present, brave. There's something sacred about staying with yourself when it gets uncomfortable. Most people run into noise, into distraction, into anything that doesn't feel like silence. But not you. Not tonight. You stayed. You sat with your breath. You faced your thoughts. You didn't rush the ache away. And that's courage. We often think bravery means action, fighting, fixing, doing. But sometimes bravery means stillness. Bravery means letting the storm pass through you without building a wall. Bravery means not numbing, not fleeing, just witnessing. You've done that. And whether or not you feel better right now, you are healing. Not because something changed, but because you changed. You gave yourself space. You allowed truth to exist without judgment. There is a kind of power in softness, not the kind that controls, but the kind that understands, not the kind that forces, but the kind that accepts. And tonight, you softened. You allowed yourself to stop pretending. You took off the armor. You let your real self breathe. Rumi once said, "Don't get lost in your pain. Know that one day your pain will become your cure." It doesn't mean you need to find the lesson right now. It just means this. Pain doesn't make you broken. It makes you human. And the fact that you're still here, still breathing, still searching for meaning is proof enough that your story is not done. So now, don't think, don't explain. Just rest in the miracle that you are here. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are rising and falling. Your mind is slowing down. And maybe that's all you needed tonight. Not a solution, not a revelation, just this breath, just this moment, just this stillness, There's something rare about people who sit with silence and don't run from it. People who don't rush to fill the gap with noise, who aren't afraid of their own company, who see quiet not as emptiness, but as space, space to breathe, space to feel, space to be. You are becoming one of those people, slowly, gently, naturally. Most of the world is addicted to distraction, to constant updates, to little red dots telling them they matter. But you're learning to matter to yourself. Without validation, you're learning to return to the inner room where no one else can follow, but where everything finally makes sense. It's not about fixing your life tonight. It's not about waking up with a new plan. It's about remembering that peace isn't something you chase. It's something you allow. Some truths only arrive in silence. Some healing only begins when the noise stops. And sometimes it's not about letting go of the past, but about finally listening to it, hearing what your younger self never got to say, letting them speak, letting them cry, letting them be seen. So if your thoughts wander, let them. If old emotions rise, don't shut them down. You're not broken. You're not going backward. You're simply passing through places you once had to leave too fast. You can slow down now. You're safe now. The worst has already happened. Now. It's about release. Release the breath. Release the weight. Release the need to rush. There's nowhere else you need to be. You're already here. Let's sit with this stillness just a little longer. No rush. No goal, just this moment. If thoughts come, let them. If tears come, bless them. If sleep comes, welcome it. Your body knows what to do. It doesn't need permission to heal. It just needs your gentleness. The sky does not apologize for being dark at night. It simply is. And you don't need to apologize for your shadows. They are part of you. And they hold beauty too. The moon never shines as bright as the sun, and yet it is loved, it is watched, it is waited for, it is enough. So are you. You don't need to prove anything tomorrow. You don't need to fix every broken thing in one day. You just need to wake up and keep breathing. And if you forget how strong you are, come back here. Come back to the quiet. Come back to the stillness. Come back to the sound of your own soul whispering, I'm still here. And that's enough. Paul Tillich once said, loneliness expresses the pain of being alone, while solitude expresses the glory of being alone. And tonight, maybe you're somewhere in between. Not quite in pain, but not at peace either. You feel the silence, but it doesn't comfort you. You hear your own breath, but it doesn't calm you. It's not loud tonight. It's just quiet enough to remind you that no one's texting back. You check your phone just to feel connected, and when the screen stays blank, you tell yourself it's okay. You've gotten used to being okay. Smiling emoji, quick replies, strong posture. But deep down, you wonder, if I disappeared tonight, how long until someone noticed? Let me say this. You are not broken for feeling lonely. You are not needy. You are not weak. You are simply human, wired for connection, but learning how to sit with yourself when connection feels far away. This moment is not empty. It is full of truth. A truth that can only speak when everything else goes quiet. And now, for once, you're ready to hear it. Welcome to stillness. The night doesn't need to be productive, to be meaningful. It doesn't need a checklist. It doesn't need proof. Some nights just are, like this one. Quiet, still, full of invisible healing. You've let your mind breathe. You've let your body soften. You've let your soul speak. And maybe you didn't understand everything. But maybe you didn't need to. Maybe what you needed was just this: silence that doesn't expect anything from you, darkness that doesn't judge you, time that isn't chasing a result. You've been enough this whole time, not the perfect version of you, but the real one, the one that struggles, the one that keeps going, the one that pauses now to listen. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you're meant to be. For right now, this is not the end of your journey, but it is a pause. And pauses are sacred. They're where you gather your breath, where you find your footing, where you begin again without force. As you begin to fade into sleep, carry this with you. You don't need to wake up tomorrow ready to conquer the world. You just need to wake up and be, breathe, feel, live gently. There will be light again. There will be people who understand you. There will be days that feel soft and warm. But even when the world feels cold, you have this place, this space inside you where quiet things live. Return to it whenever you forget. Tonight, you remembered, and for now, that's enough. Sleep well.